Okay, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Okay, this is the second chapter in the first module. Okay, problematic part, that is the problems on the network construction. Okay, and problems on the critical path method, that is CPM. Okay, this is the second chapter in the first module. Okay, so anybody know the construction techniques, why it is required in today's, particularly in the construction project management, why this network technique is useful, most useful? Anybody? See, this network technique is the modern tool, okay, which is commonly used in the construction project management. Okay, one of the modern planning tool, okay, most commonly used in the project management, okay, construction project management. Okay, by using this tool, we can control the various activities included in the project. Okay, by using this tool, we can control the various activities included in the project. Okay, every project is made with number of activities. Okay, number of activities. These activities can be controlled by using one modern tool, that is the network technique. Okay, it may be CPM or it may be PERT. Okay, there are two number of network techniques. Okay, first one is CPM, that is critical path method, and second one is PERT. Okay, PERT. PERT means project evaluation and review technique. Okay, these two are the network techniques which are very useful to control the various activities included in the project. Okay, and this network technique is most commonly used in the planning stage only. Okay, in planning stage only we can know the various activities included in the project, and also various critical activities included in the project. Okay, and what are those critical activities? Critical activities are the activities which cannot be delayed. Okay, which cannot be delayed. It means these activities should be completed within the given time. Okay, by this construction techniques, okay, by using the critical path method and PERT, project evaluation and review technique, we can know the various activities included in the project, and also we can identify the various critical activities included in the project. And what are those critical activities? The critical activities are the activities which should be completed, which must be completed within the given time. If you delayed these type of activities, then definitely we can't complete the project within the given time. Okay, so by using this network techniques, easily we can identify the various critical activities included in the project. Okay, here the critical activities are the activities which must be completed within the given time. Okay, if you delayed these type of activities, then definitely the overall project go beyond the schedule. Okay, go beyond the project schedule. Okay, hence this network technique is very useful to identify the critical activities included in the project. Okay, so there are two types of network techniques are available nowadays. One is CPM and second one is PERT. Okay, here the CPM means critical path method and second one is PERT. PERT means project evaluation and review technique. Okay, by using these two techniques, we can identify the various critical activities included in the project. Okay, but your syllabus has included only one method, that is CPM. Okay, it means critical path method. It's not a construction project management. Okay, CPM means critical path method. Okay, and first we should know the meaning of network. Okay, meaning of network in construction project management. Okay, here a network is a flow diagram. Okay, here the network is a flow diagram which consists of activities and events. Okay, network is a flow diagram which consists of activities and events. Okay, and these activities and events are connected logically and sequentially. Okay, so this is the network in the construction project management. Okay, network in construction project management is the flow diagram, okay, which consists of activities and events. Okay, and these activities and events are connected logically and in the serial order. Okay, so in the network diagram, the activities are most commonly represented by arrows, okay, and events are represented by circles. Okay, so in the network diagram, okay, every network diagram is consist of two elements. One is activities and second one is events. Okay, here the activities in the network diagram, the activities are represented by arrows and events are represented by the circles. Okay, you can see one network diagram. Here I have drawn one network diagram. Oh, okay. So is it visible to everyone, this network diagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see, this is the network diagram, and this network diagram is consist of two elements. Okay, you can see one is activity and second one is event. Okay, in the network diagram, in every network diagram, the activities are represented by arrows. Okay, you can see. Okay, activities are represented by arrows and events are represented by the circles. Okay, represented by circles most commonly. Okay, this is the network diagram. One sample of network diagram, it consists of two elements. One is event and second one is activity. Okay, here the events are represented by the circles and activities are represented by the arrows. Okay, and every activity in the diagram, in the network diagram, you can see the every activity has started with one event. Okay, every activity starts with event and completes with another event. Okay, every activity starts with one event and completes with another event. Okay, so the activity one, this one, the activity, this activity started from one event, and the completion of this activity is indicated by occurrence of another event. Okay, so this is the activity. All of you look on the mouse pointer. Okay, so this is the activity. So this activity has started from one event. Okay, and completion of this activity is represented by the another event. Okay, and also this activity, all of you look on the mouse pointer. Okay, the second activity. Okay, and this activity starts from one event and completion of this activity is represented by occurrence of another event. Okay, and here these activities carries both resource and time, but these events does not carry any resources and time. Okay, here the resources are, it may be labor or money resources. Okay, and these activities, okay, in the network diagram, all the activities carries both time and resources, but these events does not carry any such resources and time. Okay, these events are indicates only starting and completion of the activities. Very important. Okay, these events indicates only starting and completion of the activities. Okay, starting and completion of the activities, and these activities are representing performance of the work. Okay, performance of the work or performance of the job or tasks included in the project. Okay, so this is about network diagram. It is the flow diagram which consists of two elements. One is activity, second one is events. Okay, and these activity and events are connected logically and in the sequential manner. Okay, here you can see in the diagram, you can see both events and activities. Okay, and these events indicates only starting and completion of the activities, starting and completion of the activities, but the activities indicates actual performance of the task, actual performance of the jobs which are included in the project. Okay, keep it in mind. These events indicates only starting and completion of an activity. Okay, and these activities indicates only actual performance of the task or jobs which are included in the project, and these activities carry both time and resources. Okay, but these events does not carry such time and resources. Okay, so this is about explanation on the simple network diagram. Okay, so every network diagram will be like this. Okay, here events and activities are connected logically and in the sequential manner. Okay, next, here you can see two types of network. Okay, one is CPM and second one is PERT network. Okay, in construction project management, most commonly used network techniques are one is CPM and second one is PERT. Okay, CPM means critical path method. Okay, it's not a construction project management. CPM means critical path method. Okay, and here PERT means it is the project evaluation and review technique. This is also one of the network technique, PERT network technique, but your syllabus has included only CPM. Okay, that is critical path method. Okay, critical path method. Okay, now we can discuss various various or basic elements of project network. Okay, basic elements of project management, project network. One is, okay, here we have two basic elements for the every project network. Okay, that is, one is event and another one is activity. Okay, these two are the very important basic elements in every project network. Okay, it means the every project network is made with two basic elements. One is event and second one is the activity. Okay, one is the event and second one is the activity. It means every project network is consist of two elements. One is event and second one is the activity. These two are the basic elements for every construction project network. Okay, so now we can discuss one by one. Okay, first one, event. Okay, coming to the explanation part. Okay, just see, event. What do you mean by event? Event is the starting or ending point of the job or task. That one is known as event. Okay, event is the starting or ending point of activity or job or task. Okay, that is known as event. Okay, this event indicates only starting point of the project and starting point of the activity or ending point of the activity. So this event does not carry any resource and time. It indicates only starting point of activity and also ending point of an activity. Okay, it means the every activity starts with one event and ends with another event. Okay, this is very important. Every activity in the network diagram starts with one event and ends with another event. Okay, so this event does not carry any resource and time. Okay, it indicates only starting point of the activity or job, and also it indicates ending point of the job or activity. Okay, it means every activity starts with one event and ends with another event. Okay, and next is activity. Activity means actual performance of the task or jobs which are included in the project. Okay, that is the activity. Okay, activity means here the various jobs or tasks or operations in the project are known as activity. It means every project is made with a number of activities. Okay, it means the construction of the residential building is the one project. Okay, it consists of construction of foundation, construction of the plinth, construction of the beams, columns, construction of the slab, construction of the parapet wall. Okay, these are some major activities included in this project. Okay, so every project is made with a number of activities. For example, construction of the residential building, one floor residential building is one of the project. Okay, it consists of number of activities like construction of the foundation, construction of the plinth, construction of the column. Okay, concreting work, construction of the beam, construction of the slab, construction of the compound wall. Okay, so these are some activities, major activities included in the project. Okay, so the every project is made with a number of operations. Okay, number of operations or number of jobs, those are known as activities. Okay, those are known as activities. Okay, so this one, so these two are the basic elements of project network. One is event and second one is the activity. Event means it indicates only starting and ending point of activity. It means every activity starts with one event and ends with another event. Okay, and these activities are the actual operations or jobs or tasks included in the project. Okay, so these two are the basic elements of every construction project network. Okay, and next is, see, I have taken one example here. Okay, laying of foundation. Is it visible to everyone? Is this slide? Is it visible to everyone? Are you there? Is it visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, see, take one example. Okay, that is laying of foundation. Okay, laying of foundation or construction of the foundation. Okay, this is one project here now. Okay, laying of foundation or construction of foundation is the one project. Okay, see, this foundation, the construction of the foundation or laying of foundation is consist of three activities. No, see here I have written some operations. Okay, some operations or activities which are included in the construction of foundation project. Okay, what are those activities? What are those operations included in the project? First one, excavation of the foundation. Second one, laying of side boards. Okay, laying of side boards means formwork fixing. Okay, formwork fixing for pouring of concrete. Okay, third one is concreting the foundations. Okay, these are the three major operations which are included in the project of laying of foundation. Okay, here laying of foundation is the one project. Okay, it consists of number of operations. Okay, here I have listed three operations, three major operations which are included in the laying of foundation. Okay, what are those? One is excavation of the foundation, second one laying of sideboards, and third one is concreting the foundation. Okay, write these operations. Okay, now we want to write these operations in the form of network diagram. Okay, in the form of network diagram. Okay, this foundation, laying of foundation project is made with totally three number of activities. One is excavation of foundation, second one laying of sideboards, and third one is concreting the foundation. Okay, so now we want to write these operations in the form of network. Okay, here I have written the network diagram for this. This is the network diagram. All of you look on the mouse pointer. Okay, this is the network diagram for these operations which are included in the foundation. Okay, see, already I told every activity starts with one event and ends with another event. Keep it in mind. Okay, every activity starts with one event and ends with another event. Okay, here I have written the first one. All of you look on the mouse pointer. Okay, the first one. Okay, the one number, the circle, the number one in the circle, it indicates event number one. Event number one. Okay, so this event number one is indicating project started. Project started. Okay, and this excavate the foundation is the activity. It means this activity is carrying both time and resource. Okay, so excavate the foundation is the activity. So the every activity starts with one event. So this excavate the foundation activity already started with one event, that is event number one. This event number one is indicating both starting of the project and also starting of the first activity, that is excavation of foundation. Okay, and this completion of this first activity, that is excavation of foundation, is indicated by second activity. Okay, indicated by second activity. All of you look on the mouse pointer. the activity, that is excavation of foundation, completion of the activity 1, that is excavation of foundation, is indicated by event number 2. Event number 2. Okay, the number 2 in this circle is indicating event 2. Okay, this event number 2 is indicating foundation excavated. Foundation excavated. It means the every activity starts with one event and another with another event. Okay, ends with another event. Okay, here the first event is indicating both starting of the project and starting of the first activity, that is excavation of the foundation. And this excavation of the foundation, the completion of this excavation of the foundation is indicated by event number 2. Okay, that is indicating foundation excavated. Foundation excavated. Similarly, next activity starts with one event and ends with another event. Okay, next operation is in this project, fix the sideboards. Okay, it means fix the farm work for the purpose of pouring the concrete. Okay, fix sideboards is the activity, is the operation. Okay, and this activity starts with one event, that is event number 2. Okay, this event number 2 is indicating both foundation excavated and fixing of sideboards started. Okay, this event number 2 is indicating both the foundation excavated, and also this event number 2 is indicating starting of fixing of sideboards. Okay, and the completion of this fixing of sideboards is indicated by event number 3. Okay, here the event number 3 is indicating sideboards fixed. Sideboards fixed. Okay, and after this, okay, next activity will come. Okay, next operation will come, that is concrete foundations. Okay, concreting the foundation. Okay, this is the activity. This activity also started with an event number 3. Okay, this event number 3 is indicating both sideboards fixed, and also it is indicating concreting of foundation. Okay, concreting. This event number 3 is indicating the concreting of foundation started. Concreting of foundation started. Okay, and the completion of this concrete foundation is indicated by event number 4. Okay, this event number 4 is indicating the completion of concreting the foundation. Okay, completion of concrete foundation. Okay, it means foundation concreted. Okay, this event number 4 is indicating foundation concreted, and also this event number 4 is indicating completion of the project. Okay, completion of the project. Okay, see, this event number 4 is indicating both foundation concreted and also completion of the whole project. Okay, this is the one example. Okay, this is one example on laying a foundation. Okay, here in this network diagram, you need to identify the activities as well as events. Okay, so excavate the foundation and fix sideboards and concrete foundations. Okay, these are the activities. Okay, and identify the events in the network diagram. This network diagram, what are the events? Project started or excavation started. Okay, this is also one event. Okay, second one, foundation excavated. Okay, this is the event. Okay, sideboards fixed. Okay, it is indicating completion of the activity. Sideboards fixed. Okay, this is also an event. Okay, foundation concreted or project completed. Okay, this is also an event in this example. Okay, any doubts on this from anybody? Any doubts? It's a very basic concept to draw the network diagram. Any doubts on this? Okay, from this example, we conclude that every activity starts with one event and ends with another event. Okay, And event here does not carry any time and resource. It indicates only starting point and ending point of the every activity. Okay, and these activities are the operations which are included in the project, or jobs or activity project. Okay, and these activities carries both time and resources. Okay. Next, coming to the in-depth explanation part of the event. Okay, here event indicates commencement or completion of an activity. Okay, this event indicates starting and completion of an activity. So the every event indicates commencement or completion of an activity. Okay, that one is known as event. Okay, anybody? See this design completed. Is it event or activity? Design completed. It means this event is indicating, this is indicating completion of the activity. Here designing is the activity. Design completed is an event. Okay. These are some examples. Okay. Next one, excavation completed. Is it event or activity? Excavation completed. Excavation process event. Is the excavation process is the activity, but here excavation process has completed. It means it is an event. Okay, and parts assembled. Okay, the assembling of parts is an activity, but here it is indicating parts assembled. It means the it is indicating completion part. Okay, so it is an event. Okay, this is also an event. On next one is excavate foundation. Okay, excavate foundation. Event or activity? This one. Excavate the foundation.
Activity.
Activity. Okay. This is actual performance of the task. Okay, excavate the foundation. Excavation process is going on. Okay. So this is the activity. It is not an event. Event indicates only starting or completion of an activity. Excavate foundation means the excavation process is ongoing. Okay, so this is an activity. It is not an event. Okay, and pipeline laid. Okay, pipeline laid. It is an event. Laying of pipeline is the activity. Okay, but here the pipeline laid. Okay, it is an event. Okay, these are some examples for the event. Okay, very important. This event indicates only starting and completion of activity. Every project starts with one event and ends with another event. Every activity starts with one event and ends with another event. Okay, is it clear? Yes, see, coming to the next part, the representation of events. Okay, representation of events. In the network diagram, okay, events are most commonly represented by the nodes. Okay, nodes. The shape of the nodes may be circular or square or rectangular. Okay, here in the network diagram, the events are indicated. Okay, indicated by the nodes. Okay, here the shape of the nodes may be circular or square or rectangular. Okay, square or circular or rectangular, but normally events are represented by the circular node. Okay, in almost all the network diagrams, we are representing the events by circular node. Okay, actually these are the options. Okay, here the shape of the nodes may be circular, square, rectangular or oval shape. Okay, but most commonly, but we are practicing representation of events by circular node. Okay, by circular node. Okay, and events are also numbered for their identification. Only for the identification, we are numbering the events. Okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, in the network diagram, you can see here, you can see the number 1, 2, 3, 4. Only for the identification purpose, we are numbering the events. Okay, so events are numbered for their identification. Okay, the number of an event is written inside the node or circle. Okay, events are numbered for their identification. The number of an event is written inside the node or circle. Okay, is it clear? And next, coming to the various types of event. Okay, this is very important. Okay, various types of events. Okay, here we can see totally three number of events. One is tail event, another one is head event, another one is dual role event. Okay, tail event, head event, dual role event. Okay, tail event, head event, and dual role event. Okay, and what is that? The first one, tail event. Okay, tail event is the event which indicates beginning or starting of an activity. Okay, it is very important. All of you see here. Okay, tail event is the event. Tail event is the event which indicates only starting or beginning of an activity, which indicates only starting or beginning of an activity. So, okay, that event is known as tail event. Tail event is the event which indicates beginning or starting of an activity. Okay, see, and if a particular event, okay, if the particular event which indicates starting of the project, that one is known as initial event. Okay, if a particular tail event which indicates starting of the project, that one is known as initial event. Keep it in mind. Tail event means tail event is the event which indicates only starting or a beginning of an activity. That one is known as tail event. If a particular tail event which indicates beginning or starting of the project, okay, whole project, that one is known as initial event. Okay, initial event. Okay, in the figure, okay, in the diagram, you can see some examples. Okay, this activity, okay, event number 10. Okay, this is tail event. Okay, it means this activity has started from one event. Okay, that is 10th event. Okay, 10th event. This activity started from 10th event. Okay, this 10th event is the tail event for this activity. Tail event for this activity. It means this 10th event is indicating beginning or starting of an activity. Okay, this activity has started with 10th event. Okay, this 10th event is the 10th event is indicating a beginning or starting of the activity, tail event. If a particular tail event which indicates beginning of the project, that one is known as initial event. Okay, initial event is also a tail event which indicates only starting of the project. Okay, that one is known as initial event. Okay, always the first event in the network diagram is initial event. Okay, first event in the network diagram always initial event. Okay, here the event number 1. Okay, number 1, it means first event in the network diagram indicates beginning of the project. Okay, we are calling that event as initial event. Okay, this initial event is the tail event, but it indicates only starting of the project, starting of the overall project. Okay, so that is the initial event. Okay, and also I have drawn one more diagram here, the tail event C. Okay, third one. Okay, so event number 20. This event number 20 is indicating starting or beginning of activity A, activity B, activity C. It means this event number 20 is indicating starting or beginning of the activity A, B, C, which are included in the project. Okay, it means the activity A, B, C are started at the same time from one event. Okay, that is from 20th event in the network diagram. Okay, 20th event in the network diagram. Activity A, activity B, activity C are started simultaneously from 20th event in the network diagram. Okay, so this is these are some examples for tail event. A tail event is the event which indicates only starting or beginning of the project. If a particular tail event indicates beginning of the project, that one is known as initial event. Okay, first event in every network diagram indicates initial event. Okay. Next is head event. Okay, next one is head event. Okay, this head event is the event which indicates completion of an activity or ending of an activity. That one is known as head event. Okay. Head event is the event which indicates ending or completion of an activity. Ending or completion of an activity. That one is known as head event. If a particular head event indicates completion of the project, that one is known as final event or end event. Keep it in mind. Okay, head event means this event indicates completion or end of an activity, ending of an activity. That one is known as head event. If a particular head event indicates completion of the whole project, that one is known as final event or end event. Okay, clear? So the last event in the network diagram always indicates final event or end event. Okay. So last event in the every network diagram will be the final event or end event. Okay, I am repeating one more time. Head event is the event which indicates which indicates ending or completion of an activity. That is known as head event. Okay, if a particular head event represents or indicates completion of the whole project, that type of event is known as end event or final event. This end event or final event is the head event, but it indicates only completion of the project. Okay, it means every network diagram is made with one initial event and another one is end event. Initial event indicates starting of the project, and end event or final event indicates completion of the whole project. Okay, so the first event in the network diagram represents initial event that indicates starting of the project, and